Good morning.
Carla, that's a pretty top.
Good morning.
Thank you.
Oh, it
Good
is
morning.
pretty. So nice. Are
Bonus
you here
compliments.
to brighten our day with your spring colors?
Every advantage.
Commenting on Carla's top.
All right, so we are going to begin in the round book, big surprise, on G harmonic minor, which might be a surprise, page 44. I would like to start with the 1 octave scale, and we will do it 3 times in a row. So if you have time to warm up both your brain and your right and left hand. So you can think about what you want to think about for each iteration. Three, four. Good. So quick review of our 1 string arpeggios, starting on the G string. 2 count notes. 3, 4. We got G, B flat, D, G. Set the violins are choosing a 4th position shift. Let's try it again. One more time. All right, so same notes on the D string. We'll start on G. So you may want to start in 3rd position. Cellist, you definitely want to start in 3rd position. Ready, and G, B flat, D, G, D, B flat, G. Again. Going to be the headless cellist on 2 runs of that for anyone who needs the fingering there. One more time, twice in a row, and. And then our A string version where we're going from B flat to B flat. Ready, and B flat, D, G, B flat. Busy thinking about what we were going to do next and forgot to do what I was doing now. So we are moving on to Wildcat. And so there's some things we're going to take kind of slowly because the cellists are going into tenor clef, but the violins I'm sure will appreciate the opportunity to work on their shifting and make it beautiful. So I would like to play the 4 measures that we did last week and make sure everybody is still competent and safe with 4 measures. So we are at the beginning. This is our quarter note. I'm playing the bottom line, so that's the one I'll be talking about all day today. You're welcome to play the same line. If you choose a different line, just know if you start at the same time as the bottom line, you're playing the same thing for a long, long time. So it really doesn't matter which one your eyes are on. Cellists only play the bottom line right now. 3, 4. Snuck on a little bit. All right, so let's do that much again. 2, 3, 4. So at this moment, cellists, you are going into tenor clef. So the first note on the new line is a D. D on the A string. So you will have D, G, D, G, and then G, open. open D. Now, if you're choosing to keep working on the playing the bow on two adjacent strings, when we go on to the next measure, B flat, D, 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 G, B flat. So it's the same B flat we just played in that arpeggio. B flat again, G, D, B flat, G, I can split this out, B flat, G, D, then you're in bass clef, B flat, G, D, G. And so that brings you down to open G. All right, so with everybody, I would like to start 1, 2, 3, 4, the fifth measure of the piece. So this is 2 measures before the cellists go into tenor clef. It's a half note B flat, and the metronome will go back on so that I'm more rhythmically stable. Hopefully that gave you time to make your plan. 3, 4. So that got us to the repeat sign. I want to do that chunk of things again. So back to 2 measures before the tenor clef, or 1082, 3, 4, 5, 1086, if that's a better way to think about it. 3, 4. Linda, your violin looks really weird. It's like moving in and out because of the way the camera's set. It's like ghost violin. Carla, did you survive? No, okay. Then neither did the Joy Lorenda room. I have to let them back in. So, you can have your violin however you want. I thought it was amusing.
I had the background, it was blurred, that's why.
Yeah. Carla, do you have an active question?
Being able to
That was really garbled. Can you ask again?
I said for me, it's a matter of being able to read what I wrote and keep it at the same time.
Oh, okay.
That's okay.
So, the penmanship issue versus the speed. Okay.
The speed's a little fast. The speed's a little fast.
A little fast.
But
If you're saying that, the other cellist will probably have similar feedback, so I'll notch it back. We won't tell anyone. Oh, see, now we just lost Carla. All right, so the goal is, we'll start from the beginning, and we'll get to that repeat sign, and then I'll say repeat, and we'll do the section twice. And so hopefully everybody will be back on and playing at that point. Although I should write down my new number. Okay. Beginning, end. Keep going. Here comes the repeat. So we're going to do that again. Give everybody another go at it. So it'll be twice in a row. If you're feeling, I'm going to talk for a second, shush. If you're feeling like that is easy, which maybe nobody today, but maybe in the future if you're feeling this is easy, two things you can work on. One of them is when you're going between your strings, random note here, what should I use? You want to make sure that the lower string, the open string where the melody is not changing, doesn't become more important than the melody changing note. You want to be bringing out the notes on top. So that is a nuanced thing that you can be working on. You can also decide to do, all right, I'm going to change all my eighth notes into double stops. So if the slower tempo has made you be like, this is too easy, feel free. you can add a different challenge there. Because tuning them as double stops is going to feel very, very different than, oh wait, I'm thinking about those string crossings. So, yes, like I said, no matter where you are in your playing or which day that is you're practicing this for the 17th time, that'll give you something to work on. So this is the beginning to the repeat sign twice in a row. At least that's our plan. 3, 4. So the biggest place it changes is in this coda, where if you're playing the upper parts, you go even higher than that G. So that there's some really nice harmonies as you finish. Cello's fingering as far as on the last set. So you've got the half rest, we've got B flat. Go for broke here. Go to your D harmonic with your thumb, and then you can practice that G. I mean, you've got 3 tries to get it in the right place. So even if it was fudgy the first time, you can ideally work it around, and then you don't have to, I mean, it's over. So ideally you made it and you have a feeling of success, but even if you don't, it's not going to mess you up for later, and that'll give you a chance to improve your thumb position. You're welcome to do it right before as well, before the half rest, but I'm suspecting that just the last one will be enough to practice. So we are going back to 1094. I love these measure numbers. They make me so happy. So it's the last 4 measures, if that's easier to count. Last line, last 4 measures. If everybody's book was set the same, which is what I tried for. Oh, and do not pick scary tempo. 3 and 4 and. Let's do it again. Last line. 3 and 4 and. Good. So we are going back to the beginning. I will be playing the bottom part. Everyone else can continue to play the bottom part, or if you would like to try a different part, applying your knowledge that you have so far, you're welcome to, depending on what you're in the mood for this morning. The whole thing with the repeat. 3, 4. questions, feedbacks, especially if you tried a new line?
Good practice.
Well, thank you. Yeah, so this one should be a lot less scary, or at least strategy to work on it. Eventually you can work your tempo up, but there's no sense in rushing that if you're not landing some of those shifts.
Hey, Mayor.
Yeah.
One of the things you might want to do, looks like that coffin kick is all in first position. It gives people a break from having their hands up high. Because we did everything like just going up on the D and up on the D and up on the D so that we could have 2 strings. And it starts to hurt after a while.
Well, you're lucking out, because my plan was that this was what we were working on deeply for this class. And then everything else should be in switch it around kind of mode.
Oh, okay.
So this was the special Wildcat class.
All right. And it was.
Even if they're geriatric Wildcats. So yeah, next week will either be, I haven't decided, okay, you've been playing in this key, learn a song by ear week, or it will be the review all our songs, and the following week will be you're learning a song in this key week. So in which order I do it, I haven't decided, but we will continue to enjoy the key of the month, and ideally that means the Wildcat can actually be practiced. I mean, the first week we just did the arpeggios, so I knew it needed a deep practice. So yeah, lots of stretching, and next week won't be like this, whichever plan I choose. Have a happy Easter.
You too. Bye, everybody.
Everybody, bye.
Bye-bye.